Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United Arsenal show. Mandem United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast. Brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. The returning Mr. ODS, is back in the building as well. Please keep all your comments and questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. What are you telling me now, first and foremost? You good?
Bro, I'm looking at myself right now, bro. I look like,
Now, the looks fire, fam. You know what I'm saying? You got the Jesus thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
bro, they want me for too long, G. I'm getting it, bro. I've had enough of this shit, bro. I'm done with this long hair shit. Any man that can carry on with this, I salute you. You are my heroes. I can't do this no more, bro. I'm going back to short hair this week ASAP.
Nah, I hear you, fam. Like long hair, dealing with longer hair
Bro,
is a problem.
I said
It's
it
a
about every
problem.
time I see, bro, every girl that has met me knows the same. I've said the same thing. I envy you. Like I can't. I now understand why sometimes I see you girls get in a shower or bath and your hair is bone dry. I understand because before when I had short hair, I never understood it. Like, why you not washing your hair, bro? Like in my head, like because every time I had a shower or bath, for us it's an easy thing, quick things. Now I understand why, bruv. It takes me a whole 30 minutes just to wash my hair, let alone. But it takes me 2 minutes to wash everywhere else, my body, my legs, everywhere. Bruv, my hair, 20 minutes, bruv. I'm like,
Trust
bruv.
me, man.
I
Trust me,
said,
man.
nah, bun this, bruv. I said, I literally made up my mind up yesterday. I said, fuck this.
Yeah,
I want,
hair
and do you
maintenance
know what
is
the
the
problem is?
worst.
When you got long hair, it gets everywhere, bruv. Like, I do this, and I see hair in my hand, and I get paranoid I'm losing my hair, bruv.
This guy, yo.
Like,
Jeez.
I'm like, bruv, am I going bald, bruv? What's going
This
on?
guy, yo.
No, I really nah, bun this long hair. Anyway, but yeah, apart from that, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. And the people that have missed you, it has been a couple weeks. What you saying? You blessed and everything and that. Just let the people them know.
Yeah, man. Obviously, last week I couldn't make it because
I mean,
I
it's just
I
one of
got
those things,
invited to
fam.
do this. Basically, I haven't got like a job right now, so I had to work to make money. I was working. I was blessed by one of the locals at my old job. Basically said that I want to work a festival, so I worked a
Yeah,
rock
man.
festival. It's called Bloodstock. If any rockers are in here, you probably know about it. I don't really know about it, but you know.
Why?
But apparently, it's one of the. It's I don't think it's the biggest rock festival the UK hold, but it's what is up. Apparently, it's up there. Like, and to me, first ever festival as well. Like, good experience. Just the music push. Oh, fucking
Um,
headaches, bro.
alright, man. Do what you got. You do what you
But
got to
yeah,
do.
man, that's why I went. And the week before, I forgot what happened the week before.
Same thing. I'm saying thing. Don't come and make your bread. See, man, we gotta do what we gotta do to make ends
Yeah,
meet.
yeah,
Big up.
there
Yeah.
was something the week before as
Oh,
well. But
correctly.
yeah, man. But I'm back.
Big up.
I'm back. But then next week, obviously,
Yeah, go do what you
I
gotta do.
won't be here.
Big up to everyone in the chat, though. Large up everyone in the
Yeah,
chat.
big
Like
up.
I
But
said,
I think next week probably like be one of the
yeah,
last
it's cool,
times
fam.
I probably
It's all
won't be on
good,
the
fam.
show. I'm
But
working
like,
Creamfields. I'm working Creamfields. So
yeah,
Flawless, you already
man.
see the message I sent you
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, 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 yeah. Get
I'm upset because I ain't making carnival. But yo,
it's
kind of
carnival, no
makes up
stress.
because yo, hey, it's not like I ain't gonna be surrounded by views, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
take man. Do what you gotta do, man. Get that bread. Large up everybody in the chat, though. Continue to get your questions in. Please keep them, like I said, Manchester United or Arsenal related. Bump up the likes as well. Let's bump up the likes. Let's hit the share on this video as well. Please share across all social media apps you are active on. Follow at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. Retweet, like, share from Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Snapchat, TikTok, anything you are active on. And on top of that, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV.
Are you
Hit
what
that
you eat? Are
notification
you
bell as
eating
well.
sweets, bro?
Yeah, fruit teller, fam. Fruit tellers.
Oh man, wine gums and that wine
Yeah,
gums.
fruit tellers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all it is. But large up everyone in the chat. Big up to Jesse. I see you says big up Flawless and Cole. To Jesse who says who needs to be dropped, Mount or Bruno. Both, to be honest. In an ideal world, neither of them should be playing. Neither of them should be playing. Both of them not good enough. To strengthening integrity. Love the name. Very inspirational. Says Ten Hag has made a mountain and he's put Mount and then obviously dash in out of a molehill. We are screwed this season in midfield. If he plays that midfield, absolutely, I agree with you. Big up to Jacob, big up Warrior J as well. Of course, Manchester United winning 1-0 against Wolves, Arsenal winning 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. Both Arsenal and Manchester United linked with Benjamin Pavard. Manchester United obviously linked with Gravenberch.
When was we linked with Pavard?
This happened today. Yeah, today. Yeah,
Oh,
you've been
so
linked
I
to
didn't see
Pavard.
that there. I didn't see that.
Obviously,
I
to be honest,
saw. The link I saw was. I'm talking bare loud. I'm just a loud guy, but I need to.
No, it's come from do your thing. It's come.
Was I saw two? I think I saw two. I think one was definitely Ansu Fati.
Yeah, you've been linked to a lot, and obviously Timber getting injured as well. So there's
Yeah,
talk
and
even
I
more
don't
than
know. I
anything
don't
fun.
know. No, I think that was the other one I saw today.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real. Cam, I know you didn't see the full game, but from what you did see in regards to the goals, Shakasa's question, how you feeling about the Arsenal game with the first game now played, performance-wise and all that? So from what you seen, 'cause I know you didn't watch the full game.
So
From what you
I'll
seen, how
quickly
the result?
explain why I couldn't watch the full game. It was because I was working this festival, and at the
Yeah, we
time
know.
I was obviously it is what it
Well,
is.
from what
But
you seen in regards to the highlights and stuff, obviously you seen the
I'll
goals.
be honest with you. I didn't really see too much. I heard about it. Like obviously, I kept up to date with it.
Yeah, of course.
Um, and I heard we were better first half than we were second half.
Yeah, it was very good first half.
I mean, I'm not like because it's the first game of the season. It's like you got to take it with the way I see it is like you got to really take it with a pinch of salt, whether
First.
it's a loss, draw, or win, because it's legit the first game of the season will not determine how you end the season.
Yeah, I get you.
You get what I mean? Like it's just. I think it's just that jitters. Like everyone was having a go at Man United on Monday as well, and I was like, I understand why Man United are frustrated, but if you rewind this 12 months ago, your first game was a loss.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we lost the bribe.
Do you know what I mean? So it was like this last year with me and the year before. If you remember correctly, the year before we lost to Brentford away on our first game, and then
Yes, you did, because Brentford were newly promoted.
yeah, and then who did we play the first game at home? I think we played away last year. The first game.
Palace. It was Palace away.
It was Palace, yeah, and we didn't even play that great against Palace, to be honest, bro. Like the first half, it was similar to this Nottingham Forest game. The only difference is we didn't concede against Palace. But or did we? Was it 2-1 or 2-0? I thought no, it was 2-0, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 2-0.
Palace was 2-0. Yeah, I remember that game. Palace was 2-0. Yeah.
Yeah, but up until in the second half, up until Saka got that that own goal, which was like 83rd minute or something, whatever it was. Well, Palace that second half, we were lucky, bro.
Yeah, he's talking about.
And then when you look at it, Bob, look from that game, we didn't play great, and look at the season we ended up having. Fair enough, at the end we fucking balled it, but we ended up having a brilliant season. And I'm not saying history is going to repeat itself. I'm just saying like that's why you can't really like when we lost to Brentford. I remember. Who was I was on a gal's live show. I was doing a live watch along with a gal. We got a gal.
Yeah, large big gal.
And even when we lost, I wasn't even mad, bro. I think I even remember saying to a gal back then. I said, I think it was off stream though. I said, bro, you just got to take the first game, first 1, 2, 3 games of the season with a pinch of salt. To be honest.
Facts, absolutely.
Because it is what it like. I mean, that was the same season when we bottom of the league?
Yeah.
So I mean, with the first 3 games, and then we ended up finishing what? Was that the season we finished 8th?
I was in a 5th. Oh yeah, it was 8th. It was the 8th.
Yeah.
2nd. Yeah, so it would have been.
Yeah, because then it was the end of last. Yeah. So it would have been 8th. So it's like, yeah, fair enough. We had a shit season, but it's not like we was in Chelsea's boots. We weren't like, do you know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, it obviously you'd rather win your first 3 games of the season. Obviously but bro, I've seen teams lose games right at the start of the season and go and win leagues.
Yeah,
and that's not just in the Premier League. I've seen it in every league. I've seen it in La Liga. I've seen it in the French league. I've seen
Absolutely.
It's the start of the season. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Agreed.
even if you're not
Fifty
playing the
wins.
best of your football that you know you can play, to be honest with you, as long as you're getting the wins until your team is in full gear, which is normally around September, mid-September.
Don't take too much into it. Nah, I
Don't
fully
take too
hear that.
much into it. Yeah, obviously, if you lose, then it is what it is. But
I
don't
get you.
be so mad as if it's like halfway through the season. Like, I get it if it's halfway through the season. Yeah, what the
Okay.
fuck? Da, da, da. But the first couple games, I mean, obviously, you want to win for momentum as well. So there's that as well. But yeah, man,
I get what
that's
you're
how
saying.
I feel about it.
I fully get what you're saying. To big up to Stuart B, who says flawless, always munching. Yeah, man, always got the snacks on deck. It has to be right. To Matesh as well, who says our midfield is terrible. I can't believe we let Arsenal become better than us. That's now on Ten Hag to switch that around. I've been saying this.
I
I knew
don't.
that
To be
midfield
honest with
was a
you,
bit
it's
of
not that
work.
much better.
No, your midfield's miles better than us for just from a functional
When
standpoint.
Kai
Even
Havertz
with
is
Kai
in that
Havertz.
midfield,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
don't
no,
get me
no, no.
wrong. Like he makes it worse, but at least it's still balanced. There's
Listen,
still
no, 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 no.
the,
If it was a midfield trio of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard,
yeah, that's a bad boy midfield.
that's that there. I'm
Hmm.
taking all day, every day.
Hmm.
I just need to see Rice improve on the more box to box.
Hmm.
I mean, I think he's decent. He's good. I still don't think he's 105 million, but I've already gave my answer to why I was happy
Okay.
about paying that. I just wanted to see Arsenal pay someone. I just wanted to see Arsenal in my lifetime pay 100 mil for a player because I never thought I'd ever see it in my life. But it
I
is what
agree.
it is with Rice. But I feel like he can improve. And then obviously with number 5, DM, like his history speaks for itself. He just needs to be more consistent, especially at the back end of the season, man.
No, I get that. Obviously, as holes, but I'm
Like if
just
you're
saying
putting
from
Havertz in that midfield, if you're
no,
putting
but even
Rice,
with
Havertz,
here the thing is though, even with Havertz in that midfield, even though it's not the best because Havertz is not good,
I'd
it's just
rather
more
no, but I'd
balanced.
rather your midfield, G.
No, you wouldn't fam.
RP,
No, you
I
wouldn't.
would be
No, you
very
wouldn't.
rough. But Casemiro, Mount, and
Bruno,
Bruno. Fair enough. I'm not saying. I mean, Bruno's a stat padder. I get that. He's a stat padder.
fam,
But
we don't have a midfield though. At least with those three that you've mentioned, there is a midfield there. Did you see our average position map? So if you didn't see it, it was literally Casemiro was like in the center of the park.
yeah, but
Mount was the
wasn't
furthest
Casemiro?
forward.
Didn't Wolves just like basically um what's the word crowd Casemiro for a reason?
No,
I mean,
no, fam.
they
They didn't
played
crowd him.
smart,
No, no,
bro.
no, fam. This is the point I'm making, though. Mount was the highest person on the pitch. He was higher than Rashford. For he was the furthest forward, and
Oh,
Bruno
so
was the
that
left.
I didn't.
That's what I'm talking
I didn't
about.
really
It's
watch
like,
the match, and I was
yeah,
in
yeah,
and out.
yeah.
I was in and out.
Nah, I'm saying like legit. As much as like I get what you're saying, obviously Havertz, Rice, and Odegaard, but I'm saying at least there's a balance there. At least Rice will offer you something defensively, and Odegaard will operate in the right spaces. We don't even have two players operating in the right spaces. Big up Agaldo. We see you in the chat, man. Large up. Says Cam Cam and Flawless. Hi, yo. You lot, make sure you subscribe
Mention,
to it, man. Thanks
what's
for the
that
love.
term? What's that term? I always say it now. I can't say it because I'm tired. Mention the devil, he will appear.
Yeah, so we were just talking about a guy that says
No,
he
you're not a
finishes.
devil, but you know the term.
Yeah.
You know the term.
Warrior J says Arsenal officially announced Raya thoughts. Yeah, your thoughts on this. Obviously, you got him
Do you
low
know
gear.
what? Yeah, I don't know, but like, it's a weird one for me, man. Like, do you know what? I'm glad we didn't actually end up spending more money on him this season. Like, we probably end up spending the rest of that money next season first. But
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't end up just paying the full 30 straight off and then cutting us short down, knowing that we've just lost Timber. So, I mean, the way they got the deal done, I'm impressed. Like, do you know what? I said right at the start of the window on my Twitter, yeah, and I got fucking heckled for it by Arsenal fans. And I was like, fuck it, dude, he's a fraud. I'll give him his props on this window. He's done all right. I mean, selling players, it's been a fucking, but to be fair, it's been like this for the last few years. It's been a fucking shit show. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if we get 50 million for Balogun, run. Get that 50 million and fucking run. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm hearing Tottenham inquiring about him. Bruv, if it's Spuds, bruv, anyone else but Spuds is
Everyone.
50 million. Spuds, bruv, minimum 75, bruv, because That's not even a fucking that, bruv. I don't even have to explain why that should be 75 million, bruv. You should know by the fucking rivalry itself why that is a 75 million pound. I'm not saying he's worth it, but fuck it. If you want to pay for him,
What price? Let me ask you though. What price would you sell Balogun at?
bro, I'll be happy, bruv. I'd be happy if we got 35, 40 M's for him.
So you're saying if you got off for 35, 40, you're moving him on. All right, first.
Do you know what I mean? I get I kind of get the whole 50 M's thing because of they're trying to hype the season he's just had. Do you know what? If he was to look, I know he doesn't want it, but if he was to accept another loan out there and he was to do bits out there, then personally I would give all the power to what he wants to do. I'd be like, look, Fez, we didn't believe in you, but we want to believe in you now. If you want to stay with us, we'll put you in that first 11, but we would completely understand if you want to leave. But if you want to leave, we have to get the right price for you. We have to understand it on the club's perspective. If it went like that, then cool. But obviously, it's not going to go like that. It's either going to stay and be a backup, or he's going to get sold. So
Yeah, that's fair. But back to this with the goalkeeping situation. So Raya.
oh, but Raya, sorry, yeah, no, Raya, sorry.
Do you want to
Do
see
you
him
know?
start yet? Do you want to see him start yet? Or you want to still have Ramsdale and go? What are you saying?
I'll be real, man. I mean, they're both so similar.
Okay, so you're saying that similar does not
But
much.
the thing Raya's better at than Ramsdale, I'll give him, is he's not a theatrical diver like that. He doesn't fucking, I mean, he does sometimes, but it's not like every single fucking save has to be. I saw the goal, by the way. I saw their goal. What the fuck was Ramsdale? Why was he? What was all that? Like, no one believes me when I say he's the most theatrical fucking keeper I've ever seen, bro.
Talk about it, fam. Talk about
Like,
it.
this guy, like, I'm not saying it was. By the way, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, he should have saved that." I mean, if a keeper saves that, that's one of them saves where you go, "Fucking salute to you." Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's an impossible save, so I understand why he didn't save it.
Yeah,
Could he
yeah,
have done better? Probably yes, but I understand why he couldn't save it. But what the fuck was with the theatrics?
he's one of them. It's tough because obviously once
Like,
the
no, but
goals
no,
get
bro, I
scored
get
back.
it if it was once in a while. This guy does it a
Oh, you're saying it's more often than not. Okay,
single
first.
save, bro. And then every time the ball goes in, I've clocked him, bro. He's a pagan, bro. He thinks he's smart, but he's not. Yeah, but he fools a lot of the fan base to think he's great. Even when he lets the ball go in, he does this theatrical bullshit to make it look like he was close. Or, imagine, he would have been, that would have been save of the season if he pulled it off. I'm not, bro. Go back and watch most of the goals that Arsenal conceded since Ramsdale started for us. I promise you right now, yeah, and that was 2 years ago. I promise you right now, yeah, you'll see where I'm coming from. You're 100% be like, do you know what? He's onto something. And this is not me saying Ramsdale's a bad keeper. I don't think he's top 5, but I don't think he's a bad keeper. I still feel like he's still young enough. There's still definitely time there to improve, 100%. But this theatrical bullshit diving is what's costing us goals. Half the time it is what costing us goals.
All right, fair.
And half the time it's just like, bro, that theatrics wasn't needed. Like, you're begging it.
First, let me just get to this from Warrior J as well. This involves both our clubs. Before I do that, big up to everyone who's locked in. Now over 60 people watching. Make sure you bump up the likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's hit that like button. Over 60. There's only 21 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. People continue to share this across all the socials. Retweet and like from Twitter. Share from the Instagram, please, as well, and any other social media apps you are active on. And subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit that notification bell. We are at 7,713. We're looking for 2 more subscribers, people. Get us to 7,715 before soon, in the next 5 to 10 minutes or so, actually. Warrior J says Pavard one to watch as he's prepared to leave Bayern now. Inter have Pavard on top of the list. Proposal expected soon to open talks. Manchester United deal stalling due to Maguire's situation. could become an option for Arsenal to replace Timber. No decision yet, and that source is at Fabrizio Romano. In regards to that, I've already spoken about Benjamin Pavard. I'm not really a fan. I'm not trying to see him at Manchester United in terms of, I always say this profile. Is
I
he
was gonna
experienced?
say
Does he
that,
win
like,
stuff?
from what
I'm not with Pavard. What are you
I
saying?
was,
Go on. I'm
it
not
was
with it.
like, did you see what I put in the group chat? Was it today or yesterday?
Go on.
Oh fuck, what was the player I put in the group chat? Oh, I forgot. I put apparently Arsenal was linked with one of these players, and I put in the group chat. Any idea how he is? Because I have not. It was from
Yeah.
RB Leipzig.
Jez might know because Jez is in the chat. Big up Jez. And just
Yeah,
before you
no,
say
Jez, if
anything,
you
one
remember,
sec,
who was the
Cam.
player that
Hold
I
on.
put in the
Jez
chat
might know.
about from
One sec, Cam.
Leipzig?
To Jesse, who says FPL today flawless. Yeah, after this show, I'm going to set it up. After this show, I'm going to set up the FPL. I'll get that sorted.
No, I'm
Need to
not
be
jumping
earlier
on that
today.
shit again, bro.
Yeah,
I
I'm saying you
fucking
are.
hate
I'm
that.
just saying it's for
No,
the
I know
members who
that. I know that. I'm
are.
just saying you just reminded me, bro. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah,
got man them saying, yo, you jumping on this now? I'm like, nah, bro. Leave me the fuck alone with that shit, bro.
it's
I'm
cool.
pissed on that, bro.
It's
Every
cool.
single time I pick a player, that player has a fucking flop. Soon as I take the prick out of the team,
Everyone
suddenly
just
bangs a
scores.
hat trick, bro. What play, bro? I'm done with that thing. I'm
Is
done
it
with
this
that
guy? Is it
fucking.
Siakam? Is it Siakam from Leipzig?
And it
Because
might
that's
be,
what Jez said.
yeah, but it was definitely, and I asked, yo, what's he like? Like, 'cause I have no idea. He's like, that's like with Pavard, what?
Pavard.
I'm thinking of Havertz, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you, man.
Um,
It's cool.
yeah,
It's cool,
I
family.
don't, I haven't seen him really play, so, but from what I'm hearing about him, he's not great. So personally, do you know who I'll take? I'll take, yeah, on a loan. To be fair, on a loan with an option to buy if he wants.
Mm.
Is maybe even a Carl Walker Peters, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying
Yes.
he's the greatest, but he did
That's
well.
fine.
I mean, he did all right last season. I can't even like he did all right for South. He's done all right for South.
No, that's
He
fair.
ain't beating the left mid. I'm not saying sitting there saying he's beating the left back. Of course he ain't. But I'll put up. To be honest with you, I'll bang out a loan option for Southampton. Say, hey, if you want to buy, boom, here's whatever,
That's
and
fair.
then buy him for the backup, and then sell Zinchenko and fucking if Tierney obviously can't stay fit and he's still having an injury crisis over the season, then as much as I love him and as much as I got the Scottish blood for him, bro, he's just now becoming a new fucking Jack Wilshere.
Because Jez says here, this is talking about Siakam. He's a good, tall, physical centre back who can cover right back. Weird fit for Arsenal though, since he isn't the technical levels of the Arsenal squad. All right, that's fair. Oh, that's fair
That's
enough.
why I
I
didn't
say
know. I
fair
don't know
replay.
about him when I just saw the link. That's why I put it on the group chat. Yo, can anyone tell me about him? Because
I ain't gonna lie, the only
like, you see
Siakam,
me, yeah.
the only
I'm not one of
Siakam,
them football fans. I used to be one of them guys that used to follow Bayern, like all the
yeah,
leagues,
follow
like
everybody.
not
Yeah,
all the leagues, but you know your main
I know what you're
leagues, like
saying.
your German league, your Spanish league, your French. I used to be that guy, and then I realized, yeah, half my life is going to football, and I could be out on a night out, churching, bro. But no,
That's it.
I'm at home
Yeah, you do it, fam.
fucking watching football, bro.
Yeah, man, I hear you. The only Siakam I know actually plays for the Raptors. That's where I know that name from. The Siakam he plays for the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin brother. That's
I don't
legit.
watch
It.
it, yeah, man.
Yeah, NBA. That's all. Let's see what else you lot saying in the chat. Continue to get your questions in. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your comment or question. Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. Big up to United Devil says yes. Sarcasm City TV. Flawless brother. If we play like we did against Wolves, Spurs are beating us, no doubt. Big up the chat. Big up to you. And yeah, of
All
course
right,
we
but
definitely need to.
who's scoring
Of
for
course.
Spurs?
Of course, we definitely need to. Nah, the
You
thing is,
think
they're good
Pigeon?
enough.
But you think that
Nah,
Pigeon's going to
Richarlison won't.
score against?
Nah, it's more so a Son or Kulusevski or Madison. They're the ones I'm looking at. I don't worry about Richarlison. I really, really don't. I don't.
You cannot listen. You
I
cannot.
really don't.
If listen, I don't care if you win. You
I
can
really,
win
really don't.
7-1 for all I care. If that one goal is that Pigeon,
I
I'm
really don't.
dunking on United fans
Oh,
just
is
for
it
that
not?
one goal.
Yeah. And the reason why I said Siakam is because Jez said Siakam. So you know what? LFC for the double. You can be quiet, mate, because that's what Jez said. So that's where I read it from. But yeah, I've not heard of the player regardless. I've not, because Jez here said Siakam, and then Tom G says Simakan. But yo, I've not heard of him. It's still the same.
Well,
in
Jez
regards to
knows what I'm talking about.
yeah,
He was
yeah,
in
yeah,
the,
yeah.
he was in the
The
group
chat know we
chat.
were talking about it, but just quickly in regards to Pavard, obviously I've spoken this. Yeah, man, people know I've spoken profiles in depth, and it's the lack of athleticism, the lack of pace, the lack of powers, which is why I don't want Pavard in the team, even though I think he is a good player. And if we do sign him, I wouldn't be totally against it. But our side lacks pace, it lacks power, it lacks athleticism. That's what we need to do. That's where Manchester United need to go, in my opinion, because someone said it in the chat. We don't have the technical abilities of Manchester City. We don't have, what did they say? The athleticism of a Liverpool, and then we don't have a mix like a Arsenal. So that's our problem. Like legit, is not.
Liverpool ain't got the athleticism no more, bro.
Nah, they
You
do.
know what
Look at the
they're in
forward
right now?
line,
You
fam.
know what era they're in right now? They're in the Arsenal 07,
Yeah, yeah.
15
I didn't say
era.
it's perfect, but when you look at their team, it is full of athletes, in particular their forward line. You know what I'm saying? Diaz, Nunes, Salah. You know what I'm saying? Jota to an extent. I'm forgetting somebody as well. Yeah, I said Nunes, I said Salah, Jota, Diaz. Like that's like four right there. Shabazz fits into that. McAllister can move around. They've got Kanate, they've got Van Dijk. Robertson can get up and down the pitch as well. They're not the
Trent
perfect fit, but they have
up
more than
front,
us.
not obviously defensive,
Yeah.
but Trent attacking he's right as well.
Yeah, like that's legit what
I
it
mean,
is.
defensive he
Yeah,
gets some
Gakpo,
coming
that's the
back
one
towards.
warrior, Jay. Gakpo, I forgot about Gakpo. Even though I seen Gakpo, he was in Trafford and it was mad. I looked at him, I was like, why does this guy look familiar? I was like, oh shit, it's Gakpo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, mad.
Well,
He
that's the
built like
funny
me.
thing, yeah. That's what I realized when I lived in Liverpool, fam. You see these players bare often, you
Yeah.
don't even realize. You're like,
Because I looked at
what?
man looked at me.
Man,
Everybody's thinking, why is man looking at me? And I'm like, yo, where do I know man from? And then it clicked. I was like, oh shit, it's Gakpo. I was like,
I
mad.
remember when I lived in, when I lived in Liverpool. I remember when what's her name from Hollyoaks drove past me in a silver Range Rover, fam. I'll never forget it, bro.
Mercedes.
Nah, was it Mercedes? Wait, no, not
No,
Mercedes. Yeah,
Mercedes.
no,
She's the only character I know in Hollyoaks. So that's why I said Mercedes. I don't watch that shit.
it might have been Mercedes.
Yeah.
No, but something in me says she was blonde. No,
I don't
Grace.
know. I'm saying, oh yeah, lift up the camera a bit, fam. It's cutting off your head. Lift up the
Oh
camera just a
shit.
little
Oh
bit.
yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
just a little bit.
Grace.
Yeah. All right, first.
She was a
Yeah,
bad girl in Hollywood. I remember when she was a bad girl in Hollywood. I fight with that,
I
bro.
watch it. Yeah, big up Jacob
Yeah, I
United
fight with that. She
Spacey
was a
Worker
bad
as
girl.
well.
No,
Actually, do you think this is a problem? One second, Jez asked here. He says, let's see. 1 second, let me get to the comment. Big up Jez though. I see you, family. Something about where is it? Oh, where's the actual comment? But basically, he's asking, are you concerned about Arsenal not being able to kill off teams in the second half? I don't know if this is a thing or not. Jez is asking. So you Arsenal fans, you'll have to let me know in the chat as well. Do you believe it's a
I don't
problem?
know. I'm not
Or do you think it's
right
over
now.
exaggerated?
Like I said, when it comes to the first couple games of the season, I just take it with a pinch of salt. If it continues over like September, October time, then yeah, then it's a concern. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But I don't know, man. The problem we've got right now is we're gonna have to pick Zinchenko again.
Yeah. But do you think it is a problem though? Do you Arsenal struggle to kill off teams in the second half?
Do
I'm
you know what it
asking.
is? I
I've not
don't even
noticed
think
it.
they struggle. What I think it
Okay.
is I just think they get lazy. To be honest.
You think it's what? Say that again.
I think they just get lazy at times.
Okay.
I mean, obviously there's a struggle there because if there's a team turning up, they're going to struggle. I remember what we saw from last year when teams started turning up in the second half. It wasn't more than 5 to 10 minutes, and then Arsenal just took control of the game anyway.
All right. So you don't think it's a problem currently?
So unless like that's what I mean. Like I'm not too like I said. Like, I mean, you go back to last season, Crystal Palace. I said exactly that. I said, bro, it was kind of a carbon copy of this season. Just we didn't concede, and it's just the way the goals. It was different times of the goals. Like if from what I remember from Palace last season, wow, that's whole second half we were lucky, bro. Like we were getting off fucking lucky, bro. And then up until Saka got the own goal, well, the shot cross deflection into the goal, bro, they were all over us. And then that goal went, and obviously that's like the 80 whatever minute was. It's gonna kill your fucking confidence off after, especially after giving it that much effort in the second half as well. For like 40 minutes straight, they were just pounding us, boys, pounding us. And then Saka goes and gets that lucky second goal. and boom, they gave up.
All right, first. I would say, wait,
So,
which
but like I
you
said,
talking about?
I'm not.
You talking about the Forest game?
No, the Palace game last
Oh, the
season.
Palace game. Oh, the Palace game.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay,
that's what I'm
first,
saying.
first.
It kind of resolutes to this game. It was just different this year because we went 2-0 up at half time and we ended up conceding in the second half.
Yeah, first, first.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know, man. We will see in it. We'll see, by the Man United game, we will probably see in it,
Yeah, we'll find out
and
because we
that's
play
what the
you
fourth
game week
game of the
4.
season.
Game week 4, that's gonna be a big time. We need to get our shit together, otherwise we're gonna get packed like we did last year. Not
Well,
in terms
packed,
of the
bro. We
result,
need to get our
in
shit
terms of
together,
players.
fam. But to
Ah,
be
you lot
honest
look
with you,
good.
we
You
not. Do
lot
you
look
know what
good.
it is? If I see us both play like how we from what I've been told by that second half as well. If we play like that second half and you play how you played, bro, it's just gonna be a poor draw, nil
Yeah.
nil, bro.
No. You lot look good.
Or
You
it's
know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
one
For the
of them.
most
It's
part.
gonna be one of them. It'll be like a 1-0 or something.
Yeah, you lot
I
good.
don't think
You
it'll
lot
be the
look good.
most exciting again. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it'll be
No,
one
no,
of
no.
them.
I don't. It'd be cagey because it's early. I don't think it'll be
Yeah.
exciting. I really don't. Let me see what else you lot saying in the chat.
Is it?
As
Wait,
well.
I forgot. Is it away or is
It's
it
at the
your ground or
Emirates.
our
It's at
ground?
the Emirates. It's at the Emirates.
Oh, so it's flipped. So this year it's at the
Yeah,
Emirates.
it's at the Emirates.
So we have
Big
to
up.
pack you 3-1, fam.
Yeah, big up to United. Devil says, I got no confidence because last year 2 games, Brighton, Brentford, we lost badly, but the plus was we struggled against Wolves, got a win. We came third last year. As United fans are taking things again for granted. In regards to having no confidence, I get you, United Devil, because that performance gives you no confidence because it's not sustainable. I am happy we got the win. In regards to taking things for granted, let me know, United Devil, what you mean by that when you say fans are taking
Do you know
things
what it is?
for
Yeah,
granted. Go
you
on,
you might not agree with me, but the funny
go on.
thing is, yeah, I can really see United going on a mad one against. I don't know why
Against who? Spurs?
against Spurs, bruv. I don't know why. I've been saying it to everyone I know as a United fan as well, man. My guys, I said I don't know why I can see United just packing in Spurs. I
We ain't
don't
packing
know
them.
why, bruv.
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
don't know what and it's not like I'm going off anything. It's not nothing is giving me that confidence to be like, yeah, United. No, bruv. I just got this feeling that United are gonna pack in Spurs like
Yeah, we ain't packing them.
3-0 or something, bruv.
We ain't packing. We ain't packing Spurs. Say that much. We never. I think we'll win, but packing them, nah, I don't think we are.
Bruv,
Big up.
I don't know, man. I
We're
don't
not
know,
packing them.
bruv. I don't know, fam.
We're not packing them. I
I mean,
say
if you
that
play
much.
like how you played on Monday, then yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean,
even with an improved performance, I don't think we're
if you
packing them.
play like how you played like mid-season when you were starting to really pick up,
But still not. We don't pack teams. Like that's not. We don't have the
yeah, you
facilities for
get
that.
packed. Sorry, I
Big up
forgot.
to Jacob, innit? It says, got a weird feeling This guy got jokes. World trophy for Arsenal. Got a weird feeling Richarlison going to feel the ghost of Harry Kane and rise up in a home debut under Anjai Hope anyway. Richarlison ain't doing nothing. Let's kill this dead. You know what I'm saying? Let's kill this dead.
Just for that
Richarlison ain't
comment, I
doing
hope
anything.
Richarlison dunks on
No,
you, man.
Richarlison ain't doing nothing. If Richarlison, I'm looking at all my defenders. Whoever lost him, I'm looking at
Nah, bro,
silent.
that next stream I'm on, yeah, bruv. It
Richarlison.
won't be next Thursday, but that next stream I'm on, bruv.
Yeah. Richarlison ain't doing nothing. This is hope. You know what I'm saying? And I have no
I'm
issues.
gonna put, you know, I'm gonna buy, fam. I'm gonna hope that this Creamfields festival has some weird shop that sells pigeons, bruv.
Yeah, all
Like,
right. But
you
yeah,
know, little
yeah, I know what
plastic
you're talking
pigeons,
about.
and I'll come on the stream and
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing against us. I'm
furthermore,
sure that.
I'll try if I've got the internet, enough internet, I'll try and jump on because, bruv, when you're at the
Yeah.
festival, bruv, no data, no that,
Nah, I
bruv.
hear you, but yeah, I'm not concerned in the slightest about Richarlison
I
because
don't
Skip
think you should
Madison.
be, but
See,
yo, just don't,
no, I'm not.
please don't let him,
I'm
please.
not concerned. I'm not. We fine. Like I said, if anyone's gonna score, it's gonna be your Kulusevski's sons, Madison, even a Royale over. You get what I'm saying? Over Richarlison. No, I'm not. That's just straight hope. That's what that is. That is straight hope.
Yo, what? I mean, I know Havertz is a waste of 65, but yo, I mean, what a fucking waste that pigeon was, bro.
Oh yeah, but he was no good beforehand. That's why I didn't understand. To Mohamed Hassan who says flawless. I expected that scoreline against Wolves. We are toothless up front. Yeah, we know this beforehand. Before the game. What have I been banging on about this show? Every other show on the channel. Anytime I get questions from the chat about Manchester United, all summer long before you go, come, about our lack of creativity and lack of goals. We scored 58 Premier League goals last season and added Mason Mount. Why all of a sudden was we going to start creating so much more and scoring so much more? And that was a myth. People said that as well in regards to, we created so much last season. There was so many games where we created next to nothing and we had one shot on target or we had one shot in total, or we might have had 4 shots in total in the 78th minute. Like, it's a whole myth. People overhyped what we did last year because we won a lot, but we won a lot because of our resilience from a defensive standpoint. Take out the batterings we got from a defensive standpoint, our record was incredible. Take out the two big defeats at Liverpool and City, and it make it a 36-game season. Look at our record that we can see.
Even that Brentford game 4-0 at the start as well.
Yeah, the Brentford game, like, there was just a few, there was like 3 1-offs, but you take out those 3 1-offs and make it a 35-game a season. We didn't concede a lot. That's why we had the most clean sheets. And that's what it will be this season, is our defensive resilience. Like we did against Wolves, may not look the best, may not play the best, but get results. That's legit what it is. But like,
I was gonna say, obviously it won't be this season. But what are your feelings on? Because we all saw that United statement, and because we're obviously going on strikers right now. Well, obviously you're talking about strikers, obviously with the lack of goals.
Statement with Greenwood. You're talking about
like what like it's inedible. He'll probably end up being back in the team, but I don't think it'll be this season. And if it is this season, it'll be very, very, very late on. But I reckon if they do end up putting him back in the team, which obviously I know you don't agree with, I don't agree with, I know a lot of people don't agree with. But there's this overwhelming feeling that a lot of us are going to be upset and seeing back in the United shirt. What are your thoughts on when like? It's hard to explain this question. Like it's not like will you stop supporting Man United? It's not like that. You know what I mean? It's more like, what would your thoughts be on Man United after that if they did? Well, if they / when they inevitably do that.
It's typical of Manchester United, because even the statement that you just mentioned, the statement was, they said nothing in the statement. They didn't give us more information in the statement. They didn't say yes, he is coming back and he's coming back on a set date, they didn't say no, he's not coming back. It's still under consideration. It's a statement that's going to need another statement. That is typical of Manchester United, because you know what it is, what I personally think it is. They want to bring him back, but because of the backlash they know they would receive, they're trying to like soften the blow type of thing. Like even with the reports coming out saying, oh, we're going to talk to the women's team and see their thoughts on it. Bear in mind, the women's team haven't said yes on whether they agree with it or not, and the women's players on social medias started getting abused.
I'm good for a cigarette.
Yeah, cigarette. Yeah, cigarette. You're calm. Yeah, the what's it called? They started getting the women's team started getting abused. Bear in mind that
I saw that.
Because that's what they're trying to do. They are trying.
Even wasn't it not that it really matters, because she's coming from a fan point of view. But what's that girl? Rachel Riley?
I think I know who you're talking about.
The blonde girl from Countdown. She even said if they introduce her back into the team, she's going to stop supporting United. I mean, I know her statement doesn't, hold a big effect on anyone like that. And that's not me saying because she's a woman, it doesn't matter. That's nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, from a fan's perspective, obviously, any fan, I can say that. You can say that. Do you know what I mean? It's not really going to take effect on the rest of the fan base.
It don't surprise me, because, like I said, United want to figure out a way to bring him back. They just don't know how to without the PR being back. One thing about Manchester United, before you go, you say all the time, one thing about Manchester United, one thing about Arsenal, one thing about all these big clubs is PR machines. They care about image. So they want to bring him back. But they know if they just openly say, if they said in that statement, right, we're bringing him back, he's going to be back October the 1st. They're going to get a shit ton of backlash. All across the socials, it's going to look bad. It's going to be a talking point. That's why
the day he walks to the pitch, that's going to be the bigger.
That's why they made a statement without making a
Have
statement.
you seen? You know the heat. You know the heat. And I know it's different, but you know the heat Dom gets. He can't even talk on the mic.
Who?
Dom Mysterio.
Oh, see, you're talking heel wrestler. Yeah.
You know the heat you get.
Yeah. I know
bro, it will be 10 times worse than that when he steps on the pitch, bro. Yeah, and do you know what's mad, yeah? And this is not me defending it. Nowhere near defending it. I actually feel sorry for what the pay could have actually become. if he didn't do all this bullshit.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Because I reckon right now, 2 years on, he would be an established Man United player. But he would be the established striker, 100%. But you know what? It is what it is. If we're not, obviously, we won't talk about it too much.
Yeah, because there hasn't been much news, but yeah, it's like
Yeah.
legit, like that's what it is. United, like to be expected. I said it all
I've
along.
just said it.
United, if they try and bring him back because of like his footballing ability, they're just trying to figure out how to. Do I personally still think? I think they want to, but I think
I
they know
said it like this
CPR
though,
disaster.
yeah.
Well, go.
I mean, would it be far fetched to say, all right, not to bring him back in the squad, because I don't think, especially in England right now, I just don't think it'll be a good idea, especially, and I'm not caring for his mental health, but he's got a baby now. I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it, and I'm not saying, and it's not me defending him. This is me not defending. This is me just trying to look out for that baby. If he inevitably comes back onto a football pitch, the heat he's gonna get is gonna be so mad. It could get worse at home.
Right. Right.
This is what's scary. I said to one of my mates today, yeah, would it be far-fetched into bringing him back to United, not into the squad, but to United, to get him that professional help, right? Knowing full well it's not just him and a girl no more. There's a full baby involved in this. Getting him the professional help he needs, paying for everything on his journey, and then as soon as he's better, I'm not saying bring him back to the squad. I'm not saying sign him up. That's when you go, all right, well, we've helped you. That's all we can do. Unfortunately, because of the history, we can't let you come back in, but we didn't want to just let you leave on a whim. And then if he gets another club from that, he gets another club from that. If he don't, then, you know, it is what it is. But at least he's got the professional help to back him up, to not have to go down a similar path or yet worse path. Because now I'm thinking, now he's got a kid. That's why the whole above it's so simple. It's right in your face. That's everyone's asking, well, why did she not go to the court case? Why did it get? Bro, the girl was pregnant, bro. It's that's what it was. She was pregnant, bro.
Yeah,
like it's so big that she obviously found out she was pregnant. Nice. It's literally that, bro. People are trying to find answers. That is the basic answer. And I say it to people. Sometimes the answer is just there in your face. You don't have to look deep inside because it's just there at face value. It's the obvious. They ended up fucking each other again after months and months and months. She ended up falling pregnant. She found out she was pregnant, and in her head is either I let my baby father go to prison, he's gonna have this bad rep on his name, and my kid's gonna have to grow up in that, or I drop the statement and hopefully for the best.
Yeah, facts. No, I hear what you're saying. Before
you know what I'm saying? And the people are saying, but you don't. And even sorry, let me just quickly end it like this. I'm not saying I know everything. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm just going on what it just fucking looks like. Because sometimes people are like I said, people sometimes, and it might not be for the situation, but I've seen situations where people sometimes get so deep into a situation when reality is you don't have to look that deep. It's literally what it is, what you see it is. Yeah. You get what I mean? So that's my sort of takes on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying bring it back, getting the professional help for that baby's sake, for fuck's sake. And her as well.
Get help. I'm with that. That's something I'm fully on board with. Is despite my thoughts on like what he did, he needs help. Get him assistance, and that's anybody, people. And
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Before you go, that's not saying get him help, people, because I care about him. That's to make
no, it's not like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's like it's literally to do. If like me personally, like if you have kids, I've got 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to look for, because now that kid's future's already peaked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. As soon as when he's old enough, as soon as people find out he's Mason Greenwood's kid, it's gonna go one or two ways, and there's no in between. Do you know what I mean? Because of what Mason Greenwood is now known for. So I'm just trying to think for the best for that kid's sake.
I get you. I fully get what you're
Do
saying.
you know what I mean? Maybe that's just the father coming out of me. I don't know, but that's
No,
that's what how I'm thinking. Do you know what I
but
mean?
you're looking at it from a fatherly, nurturing looking way, which is correct because that's a lot of that's something
Like
a
for
lot of
him,
people
if
haven't
listen, if
mentioned.
there wasn't a
Yeah.
baby involved, if there was no kid involved, bruv, fuck him, bruv. Rot,
Yeah.
go rot
Yeah. I
somewhere.
get you.
But there's a kid involved now. It's different, bruv. I'm not saying go rot. Yeah, you deserve to rot, but your kids don't deserve this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about it. But we obviously that's all I've got to say about that.
No, that's fair. Big up to Eddie as well. Says this is real talk, calm respect, which is, and we have these conversations. And when a decision is actually made for Manchester United, I'm sure it will come. We'll get asked about it again because Cam just spoke on it. I get asked about it all the time as well, which is cool. Big up to Warrior J who says likes are way too low,
Yeah,
which they
bum
are.
them like that.
Let's
Come on, I'm back.
before.
I'm back, and you're not liking me because I look like Jesus. I'm sorry,
Nah,
man. Like,
nah. I think
furthermore,
the
I should
looks,
be getting all the likes because I am Jesus.
the
I'm the
looks,
reincarnated. You don't know yet.
the
The the,
looks
the
fine.
rapture's coming,
And even Eddie said, shout out to my dogs, Hefe and Cam. If he slick back that hair back, he looking like a straight up pimp. LOL. Nah, I like the
bro.
look, man.
Bruv,
It's
I
fine.
had it back earlier, fam, but I told you, like I said, look, yeah, it's pissing me off, bro.
Nah, I hear you. Let me run through this as well. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Please keep them Manchester United or Arsenal related. Of course, if you super chat as well, we'll get straight to your comment or question. Over 80 of you lot in the building, only at 43 likes. Like check
Who you
1, 2,
feel
1, 2.
away? Come on, let's
Let's get
get
up
to
to 60
60.
likes. Let's get up to
At
60
least
likes,
to
people.
60.
Let's
There's 40 of you that haven't liked this video.
let's get up to
At
60
least
and hit the
20 of
subscribe
you of
button.
them 40. At least half of that half
Facts.
like the video. At least.
Facts. To boy say 8 says ref saved you. Wolves should have had 2 pens. I don't know about the first. What's the other penalty? I know one is
You know what? Yeah.
Before you go,
Going
one
back on
second.
that
What's
game,
the other
G,
penalty? What's the other penalty,
I don't know what
boys?
the other penalty was, but I think
No,
if he's not talking, hold on. The only two penalty claims I saw
what's the other penalty?
was the one at the end was obviously Onana,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
other one was actually against Wolves.
No, but he's saying Wolves should have had
Yeah,
two
no, that's
pens.
what
You're
I'm
talking
saying.
about
The only
this?
two penalty claims I saw was one each sort of thing. It wasn't like two for Wolves. It was like one each.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you, fam.
I mean,
100%.
Onana's one was more of a stonewall than what the
Nana's
Man
one was
United one
definitely a
was.
penalty. But in regard to this, let me just to clarify this to boys AA who says ref saved us. Ref didn't save us. Ref made bad decisions. We see that week
To be
in,
honest,
week out.
refs didn't
Before you
save
go,
them. No.
we see it week in, week out, year after year. If you've been watching the Premier League for 10 years, you've seen 10 years of bad decisions. If you've been watching the Premier League for 15 years, you've seen what's it called, decisions for that long. If you've seen it for 20 years, if you've been watching for 25 years, if the generation above myself and Cam, my pops, who's been watching the Premier League for 50 years, 50 years, more than half a century. Bad decisions are always getting made.
When it
Whether
was
against
Division
Pavard,
One, it
whether
wasn't
for
even
us.
Premier
Yeah,
League,
but
but
it's
it's
Division
Division
1.
One.
Referees make bad decisions. And on top of that, Warrior JA, if Konya could miss, if Konya could score from 2 yards out, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying. It's like it's not even the ref that saved them. Like, I mean, if they only had the one or two real big opportunities, then you can use that as an excuse. But bruv, they
had enough shots. They had
they
enough
had enough
opportunities.
opportunities to give it, but and they just didn't score. So that's more. I mean, yes, you could say yeah, they saved them at the end, but barring that Onana thing, if that Onana clash never happened, what are you going to say? The rest still saved them.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That's not our fault that Wolves can't finish and the referee makes bad decisions. Like, couldn't you score from 2 yards out? Simple as that. This is a question for you actually from Warrior J says, Cam, since Timber's injured, do you think Tierney will stay? It's a good question.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel I think if we're not gonna get cover for that left back role, like, or we're gonna get some deadwood fucking player, then I'd keep Tierney. But my only problem is his injuries, bro. Like, he's so injury prone. Like, I mean, if he can stay fit up till Timber's back, fucking hell, I'll give him a new contract, bro, just for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, just for that, 8 months straight, yeah, bro, have a new contract. You've actually proved us wrong. But we know he'll probably play 2, 3 games, 4 games, and then boom, he'll get hit by an injury. And it'll probably be his groin, or his fucking calf.
For a few weeks. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it won't be one of them little knocks. It'll be one of them things where he's out for another month or two, and then He's back in training, and something's happening in training. He's out for another 3 fucking weeks on top of that.
Nah, first. Hey, big up Black Diamond as well, man. Big large up every single time. Large up
Yeah,
Black
he just he just
Diamond.
he just messaged me, innit?
Yeah,
He just
large up Black Diamond
DM me
every single
something.
time.
So I'll listen to that after still.
Yeah, United Devils says a flawless mountain midfield first game that didn't work. We know he isn't. We know he's no winger, bro. We play him in midfield, mate. Hey, United Devil, you smitten right now. If we play him in midfield, we're doomed. He's not a winger. We might have to play him out there. We're doomed with
You
him.
might have
Like
to
I
play.
said,
You might have
like
you only might have to play him
like I
as
said when
full
we
boy.
signed him, like when I said when we signed him, like when I said when we first made the bid, like I said when we first was linked with him. Horrible signing.
Horrible,
Horrible signing.
horrible.
Been saying this for the longest, and people was like, no. You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag can get the most out of him, and Red said, right.
I shout out to talk to this one, Maybach Mount, man.
Yeah, like Maybach Mount, and we can do this, that, and the third, and MM7, and that. Like I said before, the most fire thing about him is his chant. The chant is fire that they have for him. That
What's the
Mason
chance?
Mount, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Listen,
that's
man,
it.
you're
Yeah.
proper old
That's
school,
fire.
man. You proper
That's
like the
fire.
old school chance, man. That's how I know you're old, bro. Are you sure
That's
you're not in
fire,
your
yo.
40s, like? Man said on the group that the reason why I say this on the group chat, yeah, man was like, nah, the fire chat is
That's
Chelsea.
fire,
He
yo.
goes, he goes, and then his
Sancho, yo.
excuse was, it's the way he got the pitch changed.
The pitch is fire, yo. I don't care what anyone
Bro, it's
says. The way it
one
goes
word,
up
and
and
man's like,
down,
yo,
yo.
that fire, that's a chant, that chant is
No,
up there,
but it's
fire.
what they do with the channel because it goes high tone and then it goes lower as well. I
That's
think
the
it's
most
very.
annoying fucking thing about the chant.
I love it, yo. You go Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea,
No, do you know why you
Chelsea,
love it? Do you know why you love it?
Chelsea,
Because you love taking the
Chelsea,
piss out of
Chelsea.
it.
Nah, I think it's fire, yo. I think it's fire, man. This guy thinks I'm taking the meetings. I do. That shit's catchy to me, innit? It's mad catchy.
Nah, Flawless showed his real age today. He's definitely in his 40s,
Yes,
bro.
but in regards to Mason
Man's
Mount,
moving
like,
like
would you
Melly
say
Mel,
this?
bro. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, facts, Melly. Man, I don't know what's going on. To Boys 88 who says, yeah, Wolves should have had 2 pens. What's the second one? I
What was
agree
the
with the
second one
Onana
then?
one. I can't remember the second one. I legit don't know what he's talking about. But even if Wolves should have had 2 pens, that's not on Manchester United. That's on the referees.
On the ref,
Referees make poor decisions. We've seen this
on
happen.
VAR, and that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Referees are,
I can't lie. That was as bad as the
yeah,
one
it's
where
an
what was it?
awful decision.
Arsenal versus
Awful
Brentford.
decision. Awful
When they
decision.
didn't show when Brentford's goal was a goal, even though it was offside, but and they didn't draw the lines, bro.
Awful decision. Awful. It's an
Yeah,
awful decision.
that's up there with one of the worst VAR
Awful.
decisions. Yeah.
It's an
And I
awful,
remember how
awful
bad it was in
decision.
the first season. Do you remember the first season it was introduced? How bad it was, bro.
It's
Oh,
awful,
but
yeah.
they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, man.
Well, his foot's onside, but his toe, but his finger's offside. So is he offside or is he onside? I don't know. Half
The
the
boys,
time it was onside. The other half the time it's offside, bro. That's the penalty, but I don't know if it's a penalty yet. Let's see, bro. The VAR decisions were taking 10 minutes alone, bro.
yeah, and the boy say 8 says, but United always get the rubber the green. Hey, man, hold that. You know what I'm saying? I hope we continue to get the rubber the green. Hey, that's not our fault. It is what
That
it
was.
is.
Remember
Hold that,
last
man.
season when I started the whole Arsenal thing.
Yeah, man, hold
That
that. I
was
hope we
man. That was
continue to.
man. That was man. VAR United,
I'm
bro.
not, I'm not complaining about that. If we continue to
Trust,
get a
bro.
rubber the
When
green,
VAR's
cool.
on your side, fam, don't
Facts.
complain,
I'm
fam.
not complaining, man. I hope we get
That's
all the
why. But every time
decisions.
we won, and I know VAR was on our side, even if we won by 4-0, bro, or whatever the score was, but VAR had our back for one decision, fam.
Yeah, I
Brother,
hope we get
I
all
say
decisions.
Arsenal. It's beautiful, Arsenal.
I hope we get all the decisions. Fergie time to hold that, man. I hope we get all the
I
decisions.
want our team to be the. Oh, bro, you definitely paid VAR. I fucking hope we did, bro.
I hope we did. I hope we did.
Fucking
Yes.
hell, because we're not catching the City team unless VAR's on our side.
Yeah, facts. Facts. We need all the help we could get. Have you seen our team? Yes. Need all the help we could get.
Bro, it's
100%.
peak, bro.
Need all the
We
team
might not
help.
even make top four with this team. If VAR's not on our side, we're pissed, bro.
Facts. Yeah, like Jesse said, United are the biggest club in England. Give us them calls. Facts, man. Utilize flex what we got, man. I'm with it.
Bro,
So
and you might want to get rid of the Glazers. Glazers definitely said, yeah, fuck these, man. They want to get rid of me. Watch what I do. They're going to love me for this. Hey, listen, how much do you need? How much? What? Couple mil? That's easy. I'll wire that for you in fucking
yeah.
stocks. Don't watch.
Yeah, like that's legit. Big up to here today. Says flawless. You see Ten Hag benching Anthony this week to move either Mount or Bruno to right wing. I discussed this earlier, and obviously I discussed this again. Yes, I can see him doing that. because I don't
What's
think
your
he
thoughts on Anthony, by the way?
Anthony, this is the make or break season for him. This coming season, like this is the season where
Like, if
all
he
over we
doesn't
have to make it.
perform, you're
If he don't
pub. You're gonna.
perform, I'm done with him in it. Like he's in the same boat this season as how I looked at Sancho last season, where I said Sancho, you need to perform. Now I'm looking at Anthony and going, you had an okay first season in my opinion, cool. But now I need you to step up. You need to play more. You need to get more goals. You need to get more assists. You need to have more overall impact on the team. Hell, now is I'm giving you the second season to do so.
You have
But
to,
yeah,
bro.
in regards to
85.
this,
Was it
yeah,
85
100%.
M's?
Yeah, whatever it was, like 110%.
80, 85
In
M's,
in
bro.
in
You have to
yeah,
perform,
in
bro.
regards to yeah, do I see him benching Anthony to move either Amount or Bruno right wing? Yeah, here today. I can see that happening. I think he'll do that at Spurs. I don't think Anthony starts, and I don't think Ten Hag is foolish enough to go with the same midfield because of how it didn't work. I think both Bruno and Mount play, but I think one of them plays wide right, probably Bruno, and they'll bring in McTominay. I said this earlier on Man United. I did earlier on. I think our midfield will be. This is what I
I'm
think he
about
will
to say
go with,
Fred, but I
people.
just realised he's
Yeah,
not
I
there no
think
more.
for what I think he will go with, I think he'll play McTominay, Casemiro, Mount. I think that will be the midfield three, and then I think two of the three will be Bruno White Ring, and then it would be Rashford either centre forward or left, and another, whether that's a side, probably Sancho, but I don't know if it'll be Sancho left, Rashford through the middle, or Rashford left and Sancho through the middle. But I think he changes it up. So yes, here to that, I can see it happening, and that just goes to show that deciding makes no sense. That we're looking to move things around after the first one. After the first one, it's terrible. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Now, Cam's the regular United Devil.
I'm the
You know what I'm saying?
regular.
He's the
That's how you
regular.
know it.
He's the
That's how
regular.
you know I
Yeah,
ain't
he's the
been here for
regular.
a while.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but he's the regular Arsenal representative. I'm gonna talk, and you'll see him on Q&As and stuff like that, and watch-alongs when he's around.
Do you know what? I ain't been on
Well,
a Q&A for a minute. I might jump on one this week.
yeah,
So.
fam, it's calm, man. Obviously, you gotta do what you do to get the bag. Big up everyone that's in the chat. Still over 80 of you lot locked in. We're only at 47 likes. Like check 1212.
God,
Please
yeah,
bump with the
these men are
likes.
haters, bro. These men
60
are
likes,
haters.
man. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. We're at
You're hating on
7,000.
me, or is it because you saw me, you was expecting someone else, but you saw me like, fucking Cam again, this guy? Oh,
Good job, man. I'm saying bump up the likes, but
he's
we're at
gonna
7.
roast all of us. I don't know why, bro. He doesn't like us Arsenal fans.
Good joke, man. And we're at 7,715, so we did hit the subscriber mark. 5 more though, get us to 7,720. Looking for 5 more subscribers. When you enter the city of Sarcasm, pay the tax. It's
Hey,
not
that's that.
free. Hit the subscribe button, people. Big up to C24. I see you says, what's hood? He says, what's hood? Flawless and Cam. Hope you're blessed, man. Good to see you here as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. So what are you looking for in the game? Obviously, you're away to Palace
Palace,
on Monday.
Monday, innit?
Well, yeah, Monday you're the last game of the weekend. What you looking
Fucking
for?
Monday night football. I hate Arsenal Monday night
Why
football,
not,
bro.
man? You lot favourites for the game.
I just do you know what it is. I just don't like Monday night football, bro. I don't
What
know
you got
what it
against
is.
MNF?
I've never liked Monday night football.
What you got against MNF, fam?
I don't know. I really don't know why. But I've had this thing since years back. Like even when Monday night football was on, like years back. But I just didn't like Monday night football, bro. I just felt, for me, I felt like football should end on a Sunday, bro. Monday's a new week, bro. Let us start fresh on a new week.
Good joke, man. Saving my life.
Because if you lose on a Monday, it ruins your whole week, bro.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. That's a fact.
You don't understand. You lose on a Sunday, you'll get over it by the Monday, Tuesday. But if you lose on a Monday, your whole week's ruined, bro.
Facts. You right. That's a fact. It's a fact.
So, bad. And I think I don't know. They just re-signed Elise a new contract.
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah. Lisa.
Elisa, yeah. I think it'll be a tough game, but I don't know. They don't look as strong as they did last year. To be fair, like, I mean, personally, I think we should win. We should be going there, winning comfortably. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fucking scrap. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if they end up getting a goal and they get the momentum, I hope we're 3 goals up by then because it's peak. I don't know what it is with Palace at Arsenal. Yeah, we always under that momentum. When they hit that momentum, we fold. I still remember back in the day when was it Danny Murphy when there was their striker?
Who? Danny Murphy for who? Palace?
No, not Danny Murphy. fucking not that
You
man
always
to
taking
Danny
us down
Murphy.
memory lane.
He's
This
no
guy can't be
Johnston,
old.
sorry,
Oh,
Johnston.
you talking about Andrew, the bald guy? Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I still remember back then he made us pay, bruv.
This
I think
guy
it was a
taking
1-1 draw, but
this guy taking it
even
way
then,
back.
but even then, we had the likes of Thierry Henry and fucking them, man. You know what I mean? And we still almost fucking crumbled at Palace, and that was back then, bro. And I still remember that season because I think that was the season Johnston finished second behind Henry as on the Golden Boot list.
Mm.
So or third, second or third, but yeah, man. That I think Arsenal's had this thing. Like, I mean, I'm not saying we've gone there and lost and drew all our games. Yeah, we've got a couple wins there, but like I said,
Actually, this is a good question from here to there because you do have options. What would you can pick? So we'll get your lineup first. What 11 would you go with?
well, 10%.
Because you got options still. Yeah, go on.
I would obviously, I wouldn't put Raya in just yet.
So you go Ramsdale first.
I'm only Ramsdale for now because I feel like, I mean, I know Raya. I got told Raya played today in a friend. Why? I don't understand why we played a friendly against Luton.
No, yeah, go on. So so you got Ramsdale in goal.
But apparently he plays second. But so I got Ramsdale. If I don't know, he needs to put Ben White back on the right.
No. This is who do you go? This is your
This is
team,
what I'm
not what
saying.
I
Now,
tell you.
like that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going Ben White on the right,
Ben White, right back.
Saliba, Gabriel, and then
Zinchenko.
Well, it's gonna. Well, no. Did he play? Did he play today? I don't know. Did he play today?
I'm not even sure if he's. Let us know in the chat, Arsenal fans. Is
I know he's
Zinchenko
back
fit?
in training. I don't know if he's fully fit. I know he's back in training. But Tommy has to because we haven't really got. Or Tierney. If Tierney's fit, then Tierney obviously. Then in the midfield, I have Partey, Rice, Odegaard. Then up front, I'd have Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah, and Saka.
Run through that again, fam. Run through that again.
So Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli, Nketiah. Well, no, fuck me, no, Trossard actually. I'll start Trossard up front.
Okay. First.
And then Saka on the right, obviously. That would be my team. But I feel like he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna play Partey as a right back again. I don't know why. It's stupid, man.
Right,
and if he plays Ben White as a centre back, he's just gonna go back to the Ben White we saw in the first season.
Let's go there from. What do you think Arteta picks now? This is what
so I feel like he picks a similar team just without Timber.
So you think he goes the same?
I think he goes similar, yeah.
Okay.
I hope he don't, but I think he does. Like, I think he's so into this inverted bullshit right now. He wants to
lift
invert
up your
everything.
phone, fam. You're sounding a bit. Lift up your phone. The audio's sounding a bit boxed. Go on, say something.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, no, I was saying, I've just got this feeling he's gonna go with the same formation and players because he's all about this inverted shit, right? It's like he wants to invert every single fucking player.
Well, it's working though.
I mean, I mean, there's limits, bro. I mean, I get it if you're a left back or a right back, and that's your natural position, and he's trying to invert you into like a sort of a defensive right midfielder or something. That I get that, but to put a fucking defensive midfielder as a right back, bro, and then put your right back who's patterned that whole season last season as a centre back, knowing that he's not great as a centre back.
Yeah, he played very well at right back, which you did.
Like, bruv, I remember when we was going into the last season, I was saying about Ben White is dead, and then, bruv, this whole season playing right back, he's shone, bro. Like he's kept that right back comfy for us, if that makes sense. He's that. Yeah. I'm not saying he's been a perfect right back, but it's not like he's been an easy beat to get past, of course. But he's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like players have found it completely fucking easy to get past him as a right back. But I just look
Okay.
he's gonna do the same. I don't know, man. I hope not, but I just got to face Arteta in.
Yeah,
We'll
fairs.
see.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out. Let me see. Hey, Elijah, everyone that is still tapped in, we're gonna close out in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Hit to that. You had said something about Sancho that I wanted to get to as well. I thought I started, but I didn't. Yeah, I did actually start it. It says true flawless. Sancho looks hungry. He's the guy with the best chance of stepping up. Here's the thing with that, with Sancho. 1 second. Oh my god. Jesus, these fake accounts. Yeah, Mudge, you know the pattern. You know the pattern. Won't be a season without fake accounts. You already know what it is. Got too much time on the runs. You switch it to 10. You already know what it is.
That's a
Way
mad
too much
picture of
time on
me.
the
I
runs.
can't even lie.
Yeah, they crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that.
I
That's a
would not
mud.
make a pretty girl. That's for damn sure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I make a very pretty girl, but we move. Um, but in regards to
I can't even lie, bro. I'd have to be. If I was a girl, I'd have to be a hoe, bro. I'd have to be a hoe, bro.
fuck it out, yo.
There's no way no one's falling in love with me, bro. Fuck that, bro.
Yo, there's somebody out there for everybody. Fam. What you mean, man? Don't do that. Don't do that. There's someone out there for everybody. What are we talking about? Don't worry, I just changed the subscriber mode for longer than
Well,
5 minutes. It's now
I'd
10
have to
minutes.
be a lesbian or something, bro.
Yeah, you'll be fine, fam. Trust. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Um,
They actually took a screenshot of my face. Had the saying up people are bored, bro. They took a screenshot of my face.
got time.
Went on Snapchat or something. Got my face on their own Snapchat or phone or wherever it was, and edited it to a girl. Do you know how bored you must be? Do you know how much? You must be a 12-year-old bored motherfucker.
Like, go do something, man. Go do something productive. You know what
Bro,
I'm
go
saying?
do your homework, bro. Learn
That's
about
it.
something. Learn about the world. It might expand your memories.
Do something productive, man. People are weird. Telling you. Very, very weird. Extremely. Where was he at? But yeah, in regards to this and Sancho about him stepping up, I have no faith in Sancho stepping up. I'm not gonna lie. Did he look bright coming on against Wolves? Yes, he did. But that's Sancho. All right, he looked bright. I'm not sat here saying yes, he needs to start. It's more so he has to start because there's nobody else. Nobody else can. Who else can play nine?
Did you see the
Hoyland's
comment
injured.
someone made about it?
Nah, I didn't even see the comps. What was the comps
It
about
was the
Sancho?
most saddest comment.
Alright, it's just
You know where? You know when you say someone's reaching? That
yeah.
was reaching for the. That
Oh,
was
did someone
reaching for
really
the
go over the top?
stars, bro.
Uh, someone went over the top. You know what they're like, man.
It
People
was
got
the
time in their
deadest
hands.
cup I've ever seen, bro.
People got time in their hands. Like, yeah. Oh, you talking about from the Wolves game, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was decent. That's it. But decent because everyone was
Nah,
saying
the
that
comp
ball
they
left.
made, didn't it? They made him to look out like he was like,
That he
oh,
could hold that ball down.
he's coming back. He's becoming
Yeah.
his best. Da, 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 because of that,
Yeah.
a couple passes, bro.
Yeah, it's like people just stepping. But yeah, in regards to here to that, the reason why I'd play Sancho up top, he's the only option. I don't like Rashford as a nine like that, playing wide left. I ain't trying to see Martial in the team as a centre forward. Hoyland's injured. It has to be him. There's no other option, and he did play well. Like you lot told me that he played well in the false nine. It's somewhere that Ten Hag trialed him in pre-season. So give him a run out. I would play him there, and I hope he shuts me up because the only way I see him, the only place I see him being successful in this side is central. Yeah, that's it. From a wide position, no, I don't want to see him on the left wing. I don't want to see him on the right wing. Play him central. Play him as a false nine. That's what I think he
You know
needs
what
to
I'm
do
pissed
for
off
his.
as well, bro?
Yeah, go on.
Is we've but do you know how I'd rather play if he wants to play this Rice, Havertz, and do you know I'd rather play
Go on.
Smith Rowe, bro,
Smith Rowe where?
over Havertz,
Oh yeah, of course you would, because Smith Rowe's better
bro.
than Havertz.
And I don't understand why Wenger's not really giving him a chance, bro. Like it's not like he was
Man said
playing
Wenger,
bad
you know.
before he got his injury.
I tell you, fam.
But bro,
Man said Wenger.
the one thing
I
I hate
tell you.
about Arteta, bro, yeah, literally that, bro. He's literally that. He's an animal that's paid him, bro. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's a love hate relationship between me and Wenger, innit? Because I always say I'm grateful for what he's done for us. But if he had left us in 2007,
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
guy's
be different.
legacy will be a lot bigger than what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Because from 2007 to 2018, he completely tarnished his legacy, bro. And the funny thing is, no one can actually disagree with me because even he said it in his own documentary movie thing. He should have left in 2007.
No, should have, yeah. Should have left earlier than what he
He,
did.
he said he even said maybe it was me that was holding the club back, but he loved it so much he didn't realize, which I get, I understand, but you still not the excuse. You should have fucking left, bro. I would have had no criticisms over you if you left. Even after we lost that final, I would have had no criticisms over you. I'd have said you're the greatest manager of all time. I'd have died on that hill. I'd have died on the hill against Jose Mourinho. The only one I would have died on was Alex Ferguson, but I would have died on every hill. Even Pep Guardiola would have died on the hill. But no, you wanted to go and fucking stay next year. 12 years, ruin your blood clot legacy, and it is what it is.
Great
I
12
ain't
years.
dying on no hill, bro.
And big up to back to here to there as well, who says agreed flawless emphasis on chance. You did say that because United's forward line is lacking. Sancho can at least hold the ball. Pardon me, unlike Garnacho. Yeah, he's legit. He's got his chance now, so hopefully, and I've said this before, I'll say
I
this
think
again. Turn
I
that
think
switch as well.
Garnacho, yeah, is going to be a fucking mad player as well, bro.
Oh yeah, I think we just time. I think we just need to play him
But I
correctly
think
and
with
not get him in the
Garnacho,
start.
I think what Ten Hag's doing, unless he's forcing him in, I think what Ten Hag was doing was the right thing, not actually putting him in all the time.
Yeah,
Because you don't want to force it on a young player and then knock his confidence straight away. Like I think what he was doing before was the correct thing.
yeah. That's it. Playing
So,
from the bench,
but because
100%.
how old is he? He's only like 18, 19, I swear.
18. Yeah, he's like
That's what
18.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
but it's not like he's 21, 20. He's not like he's Saka's age right now. I mean, and I know Saka's still quite young. I understand that, but it's not like he's Saka's age right now. Like where you're at the point where you will need to depend on him, even if it is still at an early age. If that makes sense, it's like he's still 18. He's still got a lot of growing to do. He's still got a lot of like, you know what I mean? I'm saying involvement. A
What
lot of
growth? Yeah, he's got a lot of
evolving.
improving to do. Yeah, and
That's
growth.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. He's got a lot
100%.
of evolving to do. So, well, I think given 2-3 years, you're gonna start seeing the Canacho that everyone as a United fan will want to see, like how we saw it with Saka.
100%. I hear you. And before we do indeed close out and get Arsenal get Cam's predictions on the Arsenal game and the Manchester United game as well. And don't forget this show, people on the channel, all the shows on the YouTube channel, all the shows on Twitch as well, both Sarcasm City TV, apart from watch alongs, pro clubs, and fan calling shows, are available on audio only platforms. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you get your audio only podcast, type in Sarcasm City TV and this show will pop up. I've just dropped the SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes links in the description. They're all not in the description, sorry. They're all in the chat right now. And they're underneath every single live stream as well. But make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify. Make sure you follow us and 5-star us. Same with iTunes as well. Apple Podcasts, 5-star us, write us a review. So SoundCloud, hit us a follow. All you Android users, because I know there's people listening on Spotify, because I see the numbers. Big up to all the audio listeners though. Follow us on Spotify, 5-star us, and same with the iTunes as well, and Apple Podcasts. Out of context, man, you're a real one. Is that the clip of when I told Hassam calm down and he told me don't tell me calm down because of the whole love you and Caicedo thing? About the door.
Do you know
He
what's
was
mad?
so mad.
Before we close out this show, Flores, that's what I wanted to
Yeah,
say
go on.
that, yeah.
Go
So you
on.
know when this whole Caicedo thing was going there, you
You're a
know
real one out of context. You're a real one.
I was working. Was it that Thursday it came out? Last Thursday was it?
Nah,
No, it was Sunday.
when what the
No, was
Caicedo
it
news broke.
Friday or the Caicedo news?
I can't remember what day it was. It probably
Whatever
was
day it was,
Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember, yeah. I was sitting in my tent, yeah. So I finished my shift,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm sitting in my tent, running a fat zoo, yeah, hot box in my tent. And I swear to God, I literally turned on my fucking phone at 1:30, Twitter, anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first thing I saw was it said by like 40 seconds, the Orny bomber.
Yeah.
Liverpool have outbid Chelsea, rah, rah, rah. Bro, I did not go to sleep till 5 a.m.
Facts, man. You're watching
watching
that shit.
Twitter, bruv.
Watching that
It
shit,
was
man.
amazing. And then I put on that tweet, and no one saw it. I put it on the thing, on the group chat the other day.
He broke up. I think it's on his end. Let me know in the chat, people. If you either broke up on his end or my end. Like, let me know. But out of context, you're a real one. Cam will be back. Don't worry. He'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Man, call me Grandpa Flawless. Hey, big up, man. Much appreciated, man. I'm not a grandpa, though. I'm not even a father. But big up. Here today says Flawless. You were in defo in rare form on Battle of the North. Classic material from you on Cam will be back, people, from you on that one. Oh, that was a hilarious show. She was hilarious. 100%. What I'm gonna do though is, like I say, I'm gonna split my hair and then get the small cap like Hey Arnold. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did Hassam just hit 20k? Love that. Love that. Can I show the clip here? My Wi-Fi will be messing up, otherwise I would. Out of context, I would. But what I will do is I'll upload it as a short. I'll download it off Twitter. Obviously, I share it across all the socials, but I'll upload it as a short. That's what I'm going to do out of context. So I'll credit you and get people to follow you more. So anything you cut up, I'll start cutting up shots. Cutting up whatever you send and cutting up whatever you edit, downloading it off Twitter and then putting it on the channel as shorts. I'll start doing that out of context and I'll get people your way. So if you want to add out of context Sarcasm City underneath on it, that's fine, out of context, if you want that. So that's what I'll start doing for you. What made me laugh was Tyler Adams. Oh, that shit was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was hilarious. Yes, family, what you saying, man?
Guy cut blood.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, I was saying quickly, I was just saying, so I was up till like 4:30, 5 a.m. Yeah, watching everyone. All the Liverpool fans, all high my out, fuck you, Chelsea, out, and all this, yeah. And then I even put a tweet up saying, wouldn't it be funny if Chelsea come back and he ends up playing Chelsea after the day? I fall asleep, my brother. I then wake up. I go have my little shower in the camp shower thing. Yeah. I get dressed, I get ready for work, I turn on my phone at 11 o'clock, and what happened? Casado only was the Twitch.
Facts.
I died, bro. I died. And then all I was hearing was that stream after, how you personally shut down. I big up for Sam, I got mad love for him. But the way apparently you shut down, that's what I'm saying. That's why I even said, who was you bullying, bro?
I didn't bully nobody, man. I was just asking questions.
But these brothers say you're bullying, man. I was like, what did he do, bro? What did he say, bro?
He was just big mad. I'm like, yo, why are you so bad at it? Like, why are you so bad? Yeah, man, the Tyler Adams thing was fire with that. Yeah.
But that was like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Shit, out of context, before you go out of context, you're in Twitter jail. All right, just DM me on Twitter. Just DM me the clip on Twitter, and I can just get it from there. Just DM me. Yeah. Just DM me on Twitter. Hilarious.
Oh, what happened? I did Monster hijack the show last week.
So what it was, it broke that day. So the day you're talking about, you know, when Liverpool.
Oh yeah, because you would have been live.
We was doing it, me and TJ. So the Munch joined.
Oh, you would have been like, oh no, did I miss that? Oh,
it's crazy. It was crazy, yo. Yeah, Munch was talking the most. It was mad.
I bet he came out of, oh, this is Anfield. This is Anfield. Bro, furthermore, I was at a rock concert last week. Let me put my rock voice on. This is Anfield. Rock on.
It was mad. Oh, before we close out, fam, score predictions on both games.
Big up Munch, by the way.
Yeah, big up Munch every single time. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United.
So
score predictions on both.
The Arsenal one. So I've got two different scores. And the reason why I say two different ones, it all depends on the lineup. So if it's the same or similar lineup to what I said, don't know how, but it has to be the same, to be honest. Then I see us winning. I can actually say win maybe 2-0, 2-3-0. But if it's like the same lineup as we did last week, I can't see us coming away with more than a draw, to be honest.
All right, cool. Saying draw and Tottenham, Manchester United.
I told you, bruv. I don't know why. I've just got this feeling. I don't know why. I mean, I'm probably going to be completely wrong. And Man United fans might even be like, yeah, you're fucking deluded. But I just forgot this. Like I said earlier, I've got this. I don't know why. I don't know why. I haven't had a dream. I don't know why, but I think 3-0 United. I don't know why.
All right, first.
I
Okay.
don't know, and it's not me saying it because Tottenham's my rivals like that. It's not. I don't know why. Ever since I saw you was playing Spurs at the second game of the season when it came out in June, I've just had 3-0 United in the back of my head since then.
Yeah. All right,
I don't
first.
know. Hey, put a bet on it. If it's 3-0, I'll send you my deets.
There we go. And to our context, who says Sarcasm City has FPL, I'm going to set it up literally after this show. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it up after the show. Then I'll put it out on the socials with the code and everything like that so everybody can join. So I will do that after the show. But love to everyone who has locked in. What we got coming up today? 4:30 p.m. people. 4:30 p.m. UK time. That is Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So that's 4:30 p.m. And then following that, 10:30 p.m. Mandem United podcast. So myself and Eddie. Obviously, you see Eddie in the chat people as well.
Oh, have you
We're
switched it
talking all
around?
things Manchester United. Yeah. So the Q&A goes earlier because better time for him because he's on West Coast time.
Yeah, that's
So
fair. That's
the
fair.
later is better. So that's what it is. All of this is on the upcoming live stream schedule. And then Saturday, stacked people. Busy on Saturday.
What
We
are you?
start
You're the late kick. Oh, you're not even the
with
latest
a late
kickoff,
kick.
though, are
Nah,
you?
yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. So 5 p.m. start here on the YouTube channel. 5 p.m. start here on the YouTube channel. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. That watch along will be going on, and then straight after we'll be switching to the Sarcasm City TV Twitch for the Manchester City versus Newcastle game. Then we'll be back over on the YouTube 10:30 p.m. if she's actually about for the Mandem United Gildem City podcast. So that's been back Manchester United Manchester City show, and then following that about midnight 12:30 a.m. so half an hour after midnight it'll be the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. Mandem United Ballers at the Bridge talking at Tottenham Talk podcast, so we'll be discussing all of
You
that.
got
Obviously
stacked
Spurs
Saturday.
versus Stack Saturday, and then Sunday late start as well, 4 p.m. the West Ham versus Chelsea game. That watch along will be on the Twitch, and then to end your weekend as always the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A at midnight.
Told
But yeah,
you,
man,
hardest working man on YouTube, fam.
love, fam. Love. And love to everyone who's locked in. Big up to each and every one of you who is locked in. Real ones. Big up to everyone watching it back as well. And big up to everyone listening on all audio platforms. Please continue to support Sarcasm City TV in the manner in which you have. I think we did reach, we did go over 50 likes. And we did hit the subscriber mark as well. So salute to you.
At least it's normally the other way around. It's normally
Yeah,
the likes
facts.
we hit and the subscriber mark is always a pagan to us, but
We did both. And you get this show, the Manchester United Arsenal show, every Thursday at midnight UK time, people. Always check out the community page because I post on a daily basis, let you know the schedule for the day, what is coming up here on the YouTube and on the Twitch. United Devil, big up, man. Love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Mandem United podcast. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.